Welcome back, everyone. Today I want to continue reviewing Britney Spears' entire catalog with her fifth album, Blackout. It's been nearly 4 years since she released In the Zone, and it was a hectic 4 years amongst those years. And I mentioned in my previous video that the My Prerogative song started the dreaded K-Fed era, and what the K-Fed experience got her was 2 sons, a divorce, a shaved head, and an attack of the paparazzi.
Leave Britney alone! Please!
This was a messy start to a Blackout, but wait, there's more. 2007 MTV Video Music Awards, Britney opens the show with Gimme More, and it was exciting to see Britney return after 4 years being away in her episodic 2007. But the return wasn't meant to be because her performance was marred by terrible choreography and obvious lip syncing. So when Blackout was finally released, it didn't top the charts, only debuting at number 2. And that's the first time ever her album didn't go number 1. And she didn't really promote this album as much. Now, a lot of Britney stans said that this was her best album ever. And that's a pretty bold take. But do I agree with the take? Stay tuned to find out. I am so terrified. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Also, I've started a Patreon account. On here you get more copyrighted material and they'll be uploaded 48 hours prior to YouTube. If you want to support or visit, link is in the description. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation.
It's Britney, bitch.
Unsurprisingly, this was the album opener and lead-off single. As I already mentioned, this song had a bad rep thanks to that VMA performance. And no lie, I was placing entries for the top 10 worst songs of the 2000s decade, and this song was on my list. But to be fair, the song is not terrible. Again, there's not much to the content as it's a club anthem, and I think the VMA performance was the main reason why this song got panned. But now that the song got some age, it works for what it is. I used to not like this song back in the day, but now that it's gotten older, I could safely get behind this. I wish the same could be said about this one. Surprisingly, this is the only song that talks about her past years, calling out the media for not leaving her alone and letting her be. I think the biggest problem comes in the production because it sucks and Britney's vocal performance isn't saving this either. But to her credit, the song is kind of catchy and I do like the content. Everything else about the song weighs it down. Okay, this song has a weird history. Can't confirm or deny this, but Britney was contractually obligated to put this song out as a single. She actually held a poll on which song should follow Piece of Me, and the fans chose Break the Ice. More on that song shortly. She was going to put this as a 4th single, but she canceled it and put it on Circus as a bonus track. But I'm glad that she canceled this song because it's kind of overrated. I don't like how the chorus sounds, and her saying radar can get very annoying fast. The content is her wanting to put this guy on her radar as her biggest desire is to mingle with him. For once, Britney did the right thing and not push this as a single, except her contract says otherwise. Stay tuned for that. I've watched and read a lot of reviews about this album, and many said that this was the best song on the album, and I can honestly say they were right. The production is good, Britney delivers a solid performance, but I will say the song did get screwed over in promotion. Her label was not pleased that this song was the fan choice for the 3rd single, so they kinda blackballed it. There wasn't even an official video for this, instead they used a cartoon as a video, but still, Britney delivers in every channel and this is a song I could gladly recommend. Heaven on Earth is a song that is ahead of its time. Like, I could hear this song performed in any music era, past or present, and that's what makes this song pretty good. It's a song where Britney doesn't have to do much as the production does most of the heavy lifting, and it's just her saying her lover's like heaven on earth. Self-explanatory. It's another highlight on the album, one of Britney's favorite on the album, and it's another good song. Get Naked, Got a Plan is a song that highlights one's sex drive and Britney not caring what you think. This song could be okay, but I don't know who the guy is singing on the chorus, but he does not sound good at all, and he drags down the song. Britney on the other hand delivers some very vague verses. For me, this is an overall. Freak Show is one of just 2 songs Britney wrote for Blackout, and I wish I had more to say. She's pulling off this will.i.am impersonation where she's doing more rapping than singing. I also can't get with the production, which is all over the place. This is another song that should work, but doesn't. Okay, why did this song reminds me of Feedback by Janet Jackson? I can't be the only one that thinks that. If you don't know, this soldier Britney is seeking is someone who could satisfy her needs, but like the previous 3 songs, this is another that was made for the clubs. I wish I could like it more, but like with most Britney music so far, this one wound up not being for me. Hot as Ice is another highlight on this album, and one of the songwriters is actually T-Pain, a man who deserves his flowers. Britney does come a bit more confident, as this is pretty much a confident building song. The production's fine with live drums, and although there are some laser sounds and an unknown Christina Aguilera sample that does throw the production off a bit, those are just nitpicks. I think this is worth another. Ooh Ooh Baby is a song that gives me mixed vibes. The production is great, however there's not much to the content. Britney is very minimalistic in this song. I can also say that the song started off strong, but it doesn't end that way. And I'm saying this because Brady repeating baby in the end got annoying very fast. And it's kind of a shame because this song had potential of being great. Go figure. Don't really have much to say about this one. Britney sounds good, the production also sounds good, but I'm not fully on board with this for unknown reasons. It's not a bad song, I just probably won't revisit. And the final song on the album, Why Should I Be Sad? Up until this point, vulnerable Britney hasn't appeared on this album, and this is the closest she would appear as she reunites with the Neptunes. Content, according to Stans, involved the ending of the K-Fed experience, and I'm surprised that this is the only song from this album that talks about this. It's a slow burn song, and of course they will work for me. It's not quite as superb as Every Time, and I get why it wasn't a single. It was made to be an album cut, but it's a really good album closer. And that concludes this review. Well, I survived, and I wish I had more to say. I kind of get the reasons why the album flopped initially and got a new revival. Even for the songs that I don't like, I don't think they're the worst things in the world, except for Get Naked. But similar to In The Zone, giving a score for this album was tough. So I settled with another 7 out of 10 ranking because some of the songs have aged like fine wine, and Radar is still an overrated song. For the next album, which ironically came in the very next year, was called Circus, and critics called this Britney's true comeback. And that concludes the Blackout review. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. What are your favorite songs from Blackout? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.